I gently ran my fingers over my husband's oil painting. That's when I noticed a hidden switch in the wall. Curious, I pressed it. The ring on my finger suddenly unlocked a secret room. When the lights flicked on inside, I froze in shock. 7 frozen bodies lay inside. They were my husband's first 7 wives. Terrified, I spun around and ran. But the moment I reached the door, I crashed straight into my husband, who had just come home. To keep him from sensing anything wrong, I threw myself into his arms. I told him I'd seen a mouse in the bedroom. I thought the lie was flawless, but my husband still noticed something was off. He called me into the room. That's when I realized he had installed a surveillance camera right outside the cold storage room. Everything I'd just done had been recorded. I knew there was no escape, so I asked him why he had murdered his previous wives. The moment he heard the question, his eyes lit up with interest. He began to tell me about his past marriages. His first wife was a singer. They met at an equestrian competition. One look was all it took, and they fell in love instantly. Not long after, they were married. But sometime after the wedding, he realized something was wrong with her. She was obsessed with singing. It was so bad that no matter where she was, no matter the time or place, she had to burst into song. Even when they went out to eat, she couldn't stop herself. She also had a terrible habit of scaring people for fun. The constant jump scares drove him insane. One day, he seized his chance. He distracted her, lifted her up, and placed her beneath a guillotine. Then he pulled the blade. Her singing stopped instantly. The house finally fell silent, but it didn't take long before the loneliness set in again. At a party, he met a second wife. She was a top-tier model, a perfect body, and a stunning face. He showered her with luxury goods and took her to elite social events. Before long, he was married again. He thought this time he'd finally have a happy marriage, but he never expected his second wife to be even more bizarre.